How are we doing this morning? How are we doing this morning? FTLD. All right, so I'm just going to teach you so that anytime we ask or we say FTLD, in the community FTLD, we say we are all about innovation. Is that okay? Can you say we are all about innovation? Very good. Can we say we are all about innovation? Good. So when I say INNOVATE'24, can we go together? INNOVATE'24. FTLD. INNOVATE'24. FTLD. Please celebrate yourself. Thank you very much. And so I'm really excited to be standing before every one of us today. I want to say it's a big privilege for me. I wish I could show you my heart right now. It's jumping. I'm really excited. And I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who saw our vision and believed in it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. For people who have traveled from far and wide, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Abuja, for those of you who have, come from your various, homes and business places, I really want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much for coming today. Please celebrate yourself. All right. And so somebody told me that I know how to talk a lot, and because I'm trying to manage time, I don't want to be among the defaulting speakers. So I want to manage time. So I wrote everything I'll be saying today. So I'm just going to be reading it. Is that fine? Yeah, so I don't just talk, okay? So this is my opening speech, and I'm just going to read. I said here, in the book, Take the Risk, by Dr. Ben Carson, he wrote, "Success is determined not whether or not you face obstacles, but by your reaction to them. And if you look at these obstacles as a containing fence, they become your excuse for failure. And if you look at them as a hurdle, each one strengthens you for the next." So this is what Ben Carson said. Summarizing, he said, how you approach success or how you approach challenges matter. They determine whether or not you will be successful. I continued. I said, as a child, I remember I would read about Ben Carson and be inspired by how he became one of the world's renowned neurosurgeons. And I would talk about how I wanted to become a neurosurgeon myself. As a child, I wanted to become many things. I wanted to be an accountant. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. And I wanted to be an engineer. One had to give way. So, myself, just like myself, Ben Carson faced a lot of challenges as a child. And like myself, Ben Carson grew with a single mother. We had quite a lot of similarities. And I thought I would become the next biggest neurosurgeon after Ben Carson. Well, that was until I met biology in secondary school. I knew I was dreaming the wrong dream. And you know the problem? There are many people dreaming the wrong dream. It's true. There are many people whose parts, whose talents, whose gifts are very unique to them. There are many people who have seen those who are successful around them, and they are saying, I want to be that person. Not knowing that you have much more. You could even have much more than that person you want to be like. So I wanted to be the next Ben Carson. But biology showed me shege in high school. And so, the truth is, Ben Carson's part was not my part. And I had to accept it. In fact, nothing related to biology was for me. I do not like the subject. I tried as hard as possible. In fact, when I was choosing an engineering course, I told myself, just because there's enzymes in biology and in chemical engineering, you have to do with enzymes. Is that true? Chemical engineers. Is that true? There's a little of biology in chemical engineering, right? Yeah, exactly. And just because of that, I chose petroleum engineering, saying I wanted to study oil and gas. Anyways, let me continue my story. Ben Carson's story became a form of motivation for me. I was no longer seeking to live the life of Ben Carson, but I used his story to draw motivation for my own part. And what I learned from Ben Carson was that with diligence, patience, and focus, a dream can become more than a reality, more than you imagine. A dream can be a reality and even more if you are patient to embrace process, if you are diligent and committed to fulfilling your dreams, it could become more. And I want to tell everybody today that the Innovate Conference is a solid proof that with patience and with diligence and with focus, you can fulfill your dreams and even go beyond your expectation. Can you clap for that? I'm tempted to say praise the Lord. Pardon me. So the Innovate Conference is a proof that if you expected, and today the Innovate Conference is a proof that you also can find your dream, something uniquely designed for you. Not everybody is supposed to be a neurosurgeon. Not everybody is supposed to be a doctor. There is something designed for you. And as Ben Carson's dream wasn't actually mine, and mine might not be yours. The truth is, our dear God was intentional enough to design every man with unique gifts and talents, blending them to aid the man fulfill what we call purpose. His purpose. Praise the Lord. Pardon me. So as I progressed in life, I learned from my pastor, Pastor Christosin Olalere, that your dreams aren't ordinary. They are intertwined with your purpose, the ideas, the desire to be more. It is supernatural, almost as though the Creator gave us all something to offer the world. Tell your neighbor you have something to offer. Tell your neighbor you have something to offer. And it is in your desires. Exactly. So we all have something to offer. And it is intertwined in the dreams. It is intertwined in the visions we have of ourselves. We all have something to offer. It is almost as though every man was born an innovator. As the master of the universe is an innovator himself. Is that not true? Every man with his dream, every man with his insight, every man with his gift to provide value. Every man an innovator. The Innovate Conference is our landmark conference at FTLD, a community that has grown to over 1,000 members, embracing emerging technologies and being inspired to fulfill their dreams using their skills. We are proud to say that we are fleshing out our dreams, and this is just the beginning, because we aim to inspire you to also go beyond dreaming, but fulfilling your dreams. And we want to say a big thank you for joining us on this ride as we embrace tech and use these emerging technologies to build solutions even in our time. thank you very much for listening to my short speech. Please clap for yourselves. FTLD. FTLD. INNOVATE'24. You know, I'm going to be telling my story tomorrow. I am trying not to speak, but I still have 5 minutes, Mr. MC. How about that? Yeah. So, I'm going to be telling my story tomorrow. And the truth is, when we started planning the Innovate conference 6 months ago, it was just a dream. And I thought to myself, how do you host over 1,000 people online and, on ground? It looked like it was so impossible for somebody like me. I asked myself, there were times where I woke up with serious doubts. And I'm sure many of us who want to achieve big things, there are times where there's that doubt. We are not sure we can achieve it. But look at the Innovate conference, guys. Are we achieving it? Are we achieving it? I mean, we have lots and lots and lots of packages for you. And so this is us living the dream. And I want to tell you that if you can dream and you can put in the hard work, the diligence, the commitment to fulfilling your dreams, you will face challenges, of course. But no challenge should be enough to stop you from chasing your dreams, guys. None. I was telling somebody the other day, while I was driving, I told the person, there's nothing anybody wants to give me as an excuse for failure. Nothing. Because I have tasted it. Is it poverty? I have tasted poverty. Don't worry, I'll talk about it tomorrow. But I feel like we should get to a point in our lives where we are not giving ourselves excuses for how our life is going. You should get to a point in your life where you're not blaming the government, where you're not blaming your parents. This is why we are having this conference, to expose you to knowledge, so that you can start working hard to achieve something for yourself. So I will plead and implore with everybody here this afternoon that you listen, but much more, that you implement the things you've learned. Every speaker that we've selected, they were carefully selected. It was a lot of brainstorming to choose our speakers. And we chose the people that will offer you the best value for your attendance. And it's free of charge. Next year, it might not be free. Oh. I'm not even joking. Look at this hall is filled. It won't be free, actually. I've made up my mind. So make sure you make the most out of this conference. From start to finish, paying attention, writing notes, taking actionable steps. Because it's not enough to dream. You have to put in the work. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay? Are we promising that we will implement the things we learn here? Very good. We have lots of prizes in this conference. It's too much. It's too much. So, if you're not paying attention, it's on you. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for your time. Please, let me hand over to you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe truly the speaker sets the tone for every event. And I believe that every other speaker that follows suit is going to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a round of applause for Mr. G. Akpan. My name is MC Rich. I believe you've met me before. If you don't know me, you should probably ask your elder sister. I am very popular. Okay, sorry, that's on a lighter note. Ladies and gentlemen, Innovate 2024 is a revolutionary event. 14 years ago, in 2010, around, I think, 22nd of May, a particular programmer named Laszlo made a significant transaction in the Web3 ecosystem. He bought pizza worth $4 for 10,000 bitcoins. I'm sure we are all familiar with that story. Now, this went ahead to prove two things in the Web3 ecosystem. Firstly, that the cryptocurrency in your wallet has use case, meaning you can use these tokens or these coins to purchase items in real time. Also, and very importantly, it shows that village people are not only operational in Nigeria, even abroad, they are very dominant. Because if you look at it, 10,000 Bitcoin for $4 worth of pizza. How much be one Bitcoin now? Over $65,000. Over $65,000 for one. Then multiply that by 10,000 for pizza. My problem now, say, if you buy pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin, the pizza go digest. Ladies and gentlemen, if I buy pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin, I no go toilet too. Now to just mint my belly, make it turn NFT. You can imagine generational wealth. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish Laszlo had the opportunity to attend an event like this, where he could learn the importance of what he had and not just waste it like that. And above all, Innovate'24 is not just for tech enthusiasts or for crypto enthusiasts. It's for digital marketers, content creators, entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen, and business owners at large. We love you so much. We have a whole lot of content for these genres, and we know you're going to be well fed today. Once again, if you know you're seated comfortably, a round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much. So we're going to introduce the next speaker. My co-MC is going to do the honors. We have a recorded portfolio that is going to be displayed off screen. So please make sure you know these people in total, because I'm sure you'd be seeing them more often. Now, I've been given an update, sir, that the video is going to take a while. You see, now one thing with technology with this. I love technology so much until it won't mess you up. You don't carry your pastor for car before. You dey play Mercy Chinwo, they play Mercy Chinwo. That playlist can't finish. It can't enter your main playlist. You and your pastor just there, you dey drive. You dey, worldwide Plutomania, that's a normal thing. If you drive those cars, they get screen. Now that you know say the screen no dey that effective. Ladies and gentlemen, so technology is a beautiful thing, but when you want to do you strong thing. So while we're waiting for the video to come up, I would love to officially introduce my co-MC. Look how handsome he is. Boss, enter that side, made a see you where. We did not plan the shooting, but he looks beautiful. Please introduce yourself. A round of applause for him, please.
Very distinguished gentlemen and ladies, thank you very much. My name is Fred Noah Isang, and I want to thank my co-MC, my very elder brother in the industry. Thank you very much for such a wonderful introduction. And I would like to signal the media guys to please be on standby as the next speaker is coming to the rostrum. But before he does so, I would like to say, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, that the blockchain industry that we found ourselves is a blessing that would never be in disguise, the purest form of blessing to generations today. Like the host of Innovate'24 said, the speakers are carefully selected. They are thoroughbred speakers. Right here in our midst, we have fathers of modern technology in Akwa Ibom State. The people that started this thing called tech, that made it possible for every young man in school, every young man on the street, every young woman in school, every young woman on the street to believe in the possibilities of technology. And not only that, to believe that he or she can, if he's willing to learn, to submit himself or herself to tutorship, become not just like them, but more like them. And today, one of them is speaking to us right about now. So I would please request, while the media guys play the abridged citation of Mr. Hanson Johnson. Please join us. Please join us here.
Johnson. Hanson
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of
visionary
applause.
tech entrepreneur and ecosystem builder on a mission to combat algorithmic warfare. Hanson isn't just about grand ideas, he's a catalyst for change. As the founder and CEO of Start Innovation Hub, he's building a powerhouse where Nigeria's brightest tech minds and entrepreneurs join forces to create excellence and make a global impact. Mr. Johnson is a veteran of the tech scene, shaping the landscape since 2010. He's won many hearts: software engineer, ecosystem builder, manager, director, mentor, all fueled by a passion to empower others. His dedication was recognized in September 2022 with the prestigious ARBITRUM State Productivity Order of Merit Award in ICT. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to INNOVATE'24, Mr. Hanson Johnson.
There is not how you will come up here and you won't feel like saying praise the Lord. So, praise the Lord. So, the praise the Lord is not because we have crowd. It's not because it feels like I'm a pastor or you are a pastor when you come up here. But praise the Lord because today is INNOVATE'24. When I got my topic, they said, I'm going to speak on building tomorrow's tech solutions with an emphasis on leaving a legacy. I called God's will. God's will. What do you mean? What do you mean by building tomorrow's solution? Are you sure of tomorrow? Let's deal with today squarely so that tomorrow will take care of itself. But that's on a lighter note. Tomorrow is very important. Without tomorrow, there will be no need for today. This guy loves money. See that thing you passed through with with Ben Carson. From Ben Carson, you wanted to become engineer, doctor. You were following money. You did not know. And it is perfectly okay to follow money. But what you did not know because you were a child was because to every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Let's build. Next slide. All right, so what we are going to cover today as an overview, we are going to explore Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. In case you are still confused today, you will understand the differences or how did even Web 3 come about. There was 1.0, there is 2.0, and Web 3.0 is emerging. So then we look at building tomorrow's tech solutions, then leaving a lasting legacy, then we conclude. Next slide. So I have this question for us. Whether it is tech, whether it's agriculture, whether it's education, whatever you are doing, how will technology shape the way we live, work, and interact in the next decade, 10 years from now? What will be driving this transformation? Whatever your answer is, the people that are going to be relevant tomorrow or 10 years from now are not relevant today. The new set of people that are going to be relevant tomorrow or 10 years from now are not relevant today. Some that are relevant today may not be relevant 10 years from now. Some of them that are relevant now will still be relevant 10 years from now. And the difference between whether you'll be relevant or not is being aware consciously of what will be driving this transformation 10 years from now. And you beginning to take baby steps to position yourself at the forefront of what is happening. And unfortunately or fortunately, permit me to say the only way to do this is to build. Next slide. Web3 is a paradigm shift in how we interact with the internet currently. It's about decentralization. So let me pause. Decentralization, the world has always been about centralization. I remember some years back when one of our presidents then became president, they said, let's decentralize our ammunitions, or whatever they call it, where they keep guns, right? Whatever they call it. It's like it used to be in 1 or 2 or 3 places across Nigeria. Someone said, let's decentralize it so that if war happens, everybody will have access. So you can see that whether it's about tech or not, people are tired, in quotes, of centralization, handing over everything to 1 or 2 or few organizations. So Web3 is giving us a platform and everything it takes for us to take it upon ourselves to own our data, decentralize things. So putting power back in the hands of users. Next slide. Imagine a web where you control your data, own your digital assets, and participate more transparently and even securely online. That's the promise Web3 brings. It's good that we understand this so that when we are trying to build, you Web3 it. All right, next slide. So as we build, don't forget to Web3 it. Next slide. The only constant, they say, is change. This famous quote perfectly captures the ever-evolving landscape of technology. Goswill told us how he started, his dreams, he has ambitions, and what he never stopped. He said he can't accept anything as an excuse for success. So change is going to be happening. It keeps happening. And before today, there was Web 1. There was no web, in short. There was no web. Then later there was Web 1, Web 2 currently, then Web 3 is after Web 3, there's going to be something. What is that? So if you want to be long-term relevant at a longer term, you need to even think beyond Web 3. Next slide. So today we stand at the precipice of a new era, Web 3. It seems I have sparked our curiosity a whole lot, but does anyone have an idea? What could that idea be? Today, I want to inspire us to build. I want to build along with you. I want to fund who is building. And there is a question that we always ask. Whatever your idea is, can it be built? The answer is yes, it can be built. Next slide. Another question I have is, should it be built? That is the mistake most people make. Should your idea be built? Your idea must not be built, even though it's solving a problem. Your idea must not be built. 1, at all. 2, now. Because there is time for everything. Next slide. Next slide. Let's understand what Web 1 is. Static web pages, if you can think of websites of 1990s, like you can only go to that website and read what is there and come back. No interaction. Next slide. Web 2.0, the rise of user-generated content, the likes of social media, whatever we are experiencing now. You go on a platform, create blogs, contribute to Wikipedia, post, like, share, comment, Next slide. Emerging Web 3 talks about decentralization, power shifts from corporations to users. So, I have an analogy that's going to explain that. Please go back. Go back. So, blockchain technology is also part of Web 3. It talks about secure, transparent record keeping, then user ownership, control over data and digital assets. Next slide. This analogy explains this for us to really understand before we think of building. So Web 1, imagine a library where you can go and only read books placed on a shelf by the librarian. That librarian is an organization, or the library itself is an organization manned by the librarian. You can't contribute, can only go there and consume, and you go back. Next. So Web 2, the library allows you to check out books, write your own blogs, and discuss items or them with other patrons. Imagine yourself in a WhatsApp group, collaborating or sharing ideas with other people. Next slide. Web 3.0. That same library is now a distributed network of computers where anyone can contribute content. So the books that you'll be reading in that library does not belong to the library. You are one of the owners of the books. So if you are 200 people here, all of us own what is in that library, where anyone can contribute content, borrow, and learn books. So if you are borrowing from me in that network, I benefit from it directly, not passing through any middleman. And we ensure, please go back, we ensure accuracy of the information through a secure ledger system. It was important that I bring these lingos in because of Web3. Next. So let's dive right into building. Before you go to the next page, I have seen some builders in the house that I know already. And if you have built before, you know that you need an idea before you can. You can't build nothing. You can't build without a foundation. You need an idea. And whatever idea you have must be validated. Most people, let me share an experience. I've had many people come to my office and asking me to sign NDA, that they want to share ideas with me. Before, I used to rush and sign so that I wouldn't waste time. But by the time they open their mouth to start talking, there's no idea in the idea. There's no idea in the idea. So when they now come, I'll say, okay, you know what? There's nothing new you're going to tell me again that is not existing already. So keep your intellectual property. That's what you should protect. If you want to sell shoes, it's not a new idea. But there could be a way you are selling your shoes that you should keep. So just tell me you want to sell shoes. And true, the guy opened his mouth and said he wants to sell shoes. He wants to do conga for fashion. I'm like, is that what you wanted me to sign NDA for? Why are you doing it? That's not done here. He started telling me, and I asked him, have you bought shoes from a conga for shoes before? He said no. I now asked him, why do you think that somebody will buy shoes from conga for shoes? Not that they will not buy you. If you have not seen the need to buy, what pain are you trying to fix? You should. So if I am here preaching, there is no clicker. And I don't say, oh yeah, my idea is to have a clicker for people that are presenting. I am solving my problems. I'm believing that others will also. So I am the first customer to the product or solution that I have. So you've not bought or patronized a conga for shoe shop. Why do you think somebody will patronize you? Not that they will not, but you don't even know how they will. So how will you work towards achieving that? So you need an idea, and your idea has to be validated. Also, is your idea solving a problem? We have found, now there is Web3. Let me tell you the problem I had in 2014. I used to be very advanced. Whenever a new technology drops, I am at par with Silicon Valley. And I'll be useless here. Until I read a book. Blue Ocean Strategy. And I learned about value innovation. That I'm okay, I'm a real human being, that's how it's supposed to be. While I am innovating at par with what is released today, I should think of how I can use that to solve local problems. So that while creating local solutions, I can be globally relevant and impactful. So my message for you today is, while you are embracing Web3, how relevant are you locally? First, if you want to go to Canada through Web3, it's possible, it's okay, it's fine. But what is that fear that you have been able to create out of Web3, solving local problems for 20 people, that 2 million people will call you in Canada to come and solve? That's the message we have to pass to us today. Next slide. Next slide. So the ever-evolving tech landscape offers exciting opportunities to create solutions with a lasting impact. And I want to present us, next slide, the framework that will guide us achieve this. One, if you are building tomorrow's tech solutions, you need to first discover, we talked about ideas, you need to identify a problem that is worth solving. Not all problems must be solved. I've seen people come to my office with, there's nobody. If there's no existing solution for your problem, the problem you are trying to solve, you are the first solution. Think it is more dangerous to be the first. Think very, very well why people are running away from it. You are not that special to be the first to come up with a solution to a problem. Think again, ask questions. It could be that there is a regulation that prevents you from going there. There could be something that prevents people from going into that solution, not that they don't have. And if you just start asking questions, you now see people that have solutions. They went ahead to make the mistake on your behalf, and they discover they cannot proceed. Why do you want to go and make that same mistake instead of asking around first before you now stop even making wasting resources? So discover, identify a problem that is worth solving before you go into solving them. 2, explore. While exploring, you need to embrace innovation and creativity. Take notes that 5 years ago, they used to say, let me say 10 years ago, every successful company is a tech company. So if you want to be successful, you need to leverage technology to be successful. Today, every successful company is a tech cross an AI company. So it is not enough to be a tech company to succeed. You need to be an AI company to succeed. And beyond AI, there is Web3 as a platform. So how Web3 does not favor everything. So when you come up with an idea, think again, is there a role, a part, a component, an aspect that I can apply Web3 to be more relevant or more successful for sustainability purposes? Number 3, after you have done all this, it is development phase. And take note, people rush to develop, sometimes out of ignorance, most times out of ignorance. You don't need to rush to develop. It is very easy. In short, the simplest of all of this is to develop. It can take you 5 years to know what to develop, have a blueprint. But development, you can do it in 3 months. If you have designed everything for the people that are going to develop. Developers are not supposed to think. They are supposed to implement your thoughts. But here, for whatever reason, you allow developers to think. And they think as developers. They think as developers for you. Next slide. So, while building and after you have built, you need to engage. So iteration comes in this phase. You need to build, you need to learn, you need to build, you need to measure. The data that comes out from the measurement aspect, you repeat. Learn, build, measure till you die. Because you definitely die. 4, they engage and stay there. But the people that want to leave a legacy, just like they have asked me today too, after building tech solutions, leave a legacy. So the people that want to leave legacy needs to aim for that. It cannot come organic. Can never come organic. Whatever you want is what happens to you. So to ensure sustainability and long-term impact, you need to think of bringing in AI, think of bringing in Web3, or taking advantage of what Web3 has to offer. So under identifying these problems, you need to focus on real-world challenges faced by individuals or communities. Today, in Nigeria, please, can someone mention anybody randomly? What problem are we facing in Nigeria? Internet. Any other one? Electricity. Dollar rate. Inflation. Okay. Do we have any startup founder in this house? Startup founder, please, what are you working on?
I'm solving the issue of finance.
Finance, how? People are interested, finance.
Okay, I'm actually solving the issue of centralized finance. The way, when it comes to finances, we leveraging on blockchain.
Yeah.
So what I'm building is an epitome where you can easily, own your money without the government having control of your money.
Awesome. I'll come back to you. Any other one? Who is building something? Nobody. I don't die. It's not possible. Who is building? Abi, you scared everybody. How can you mention finance first? Someone that is doing delivery will not. Because they mention decentralized. Don't spoil my. Please, who is building something? This guy is not doing anything. No, now. Please, a lady. Yes, I dropped mic. A lady, please. It's not possible that someone is not building something. Okay. He's building MC.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm building an event management platform called Events Day. I had one, ibomtickets.com. Yes, so I'm building another. What kind of rebranding? Yes,
Excellent.
Events Day.
So why I was asking this question is to tie it back to the problems we are facing in Nigeria. Are they solving our problems? Yes, but not hitting it. If this guy says there is no market, I should not take him serious. Not that there's market for him, right? But the kind of market he needs to be, his salary should be like 20 million naira every month. Will this, God's will, am I in the wrong audience? If you are here, the least salary you should earn is 2 million naira a month. That's rubbish.
Modernization. Chicken from one pressure.
Some of you are already earning it, you don't know. Saying how? See, if you have been getting things for free, there is a cost for it. If you are to charge for this event, how much?
Is it per person? Per person, I would charge $50.
$50 is like someone should punch a bag. 70 something K, 80 something K. 75. Okay. Let's be what? Realistic. Let's say it's 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira. Dollar is 1,000. Okay, let's stay there. So you came for this event, 50K. So you came for this event, you paid $50. Take notes. Some people's salary here is not up to 50,000 naira. That's true. And these people that are earning less than 50,000 naira, they spend over 300K every month. That's the one they can quickly calculate. And when they are calculating, they don't consider this 50,000 naira. They don't consider free food, free lifts. If you put that's actually the cost of living. You may not spend 1 naira in a day. But if you look back, if someone gave you 10 gig, there is a cost to it. And you are the one spending or consuming that. Put them together. When I wanted to get my first job, what I'm telling you now is what I did. I calculated everything that is like expenses for the month. And did times 2. And saw that, will work. And I started to look for that money. Right? So, if you are in this room, the least amount of salary you need is 2 million naira, least. You can't ask for it if you are empty. You can't ask for it if you are empty. I have done a project that, let me not set myself up. So, what am I saying? You are valuable. You are valuable. It is not by saying it. If you say it and you are not valuable, you know now. You are valuable. Keep on building capacity. Keep on going to where what you need is. Because you know where it is. Most people are afraid to access opportunities. Like you bring it to them. You open it and call them to come in. They shake their head and say, no, this thing is too much for them. You can never succeed like that. You need to break and enter and claim your own. This world is yours. Nobody owns it. So if you allow people to take from you, you keep on being a beggar. So focus on real world problems. Solve our problems. If you are already building something, can you have a rethink and see how you can bring in our challenges? Whether if you are targeting Nigeria, what are we facing in Nigeria that are our challenges? Africa, globally. If you build any other thing, you will still be making money. But you may not buy a brand new car. Look for unmet needs, inefficiencies, or areas ripe for disruption. Some people have, let me take the event management platform, for example. If I need to go to his event management platform to do business with him, can you build your own event management system that comes to me and do business instead of me going to him? Is he charging only in Naira? Can I pay with Bitcoin? Can I pay with a crypto? Can I pay with something? Can I even do exchange? Must I pay? Can't I say I am an MC, manage my events for me? Then your next 3 MC requirements, I'll do it for you. Do you understand? So you need to think beyond. Don't limit yourself to money alone. Money, for me, where I am, monies don't exist. I have never achieved anything with money. I don't know who has ever achieved anything with money. Else, the richest men on earth, whenever they want to do something now, they go to borrow. And they don't borrow because they need money. They borrow because the idea needs money. And the guy that is going to give you the money has seen, you have demonstrated that if he gives you X, you are going to return 10X within this period. And you live up to expectation. Don't wait until you get $1 million before you can start. If you are in this hall and you have a smartphone, you can be an investor. Go to your village and invest in someone's kerosene business, groundnut business. Learn from there. So that you too, when you want to ask for money, you understand what it feels like to be an investor. Because people think that when you ask for money, when you hear, I've raised $2 million, I've raised $200,000, you know there is you. From the day you collect that money, you are a slave. From the day you collect that money, you are a slave. If you can, do without raising funds. Next slide. So, also consider the potential for positive social or environment impact. Some people, this hall is more conducive. If you stand outside, people are cleaning sweat. Because people are building stuff without considering social or environmental impact. Don't add to it. I read some time ago, there was a time I needed ACs to buy. And while I was researching, I discovered that, let me use low tone, I discovered that the ACs we are using contribute to destroying the ozone layer. ACs, go to a hotel, you see 200 ACs. ACs, whatever gas go out of AC is destroying the earth. I went ahead to research and discovered that, don't quote me, it is one company that is Daikin, D-A-I-K-I-N. Daikin, that product is very rare and it is, I think, the most expensive AC brand. D-A-I-K-I-N. Those guys, their AC doesn't destroy the earth. If you see that AC, when these ones were 70,000, their own were like 300 or 400K. Okay, that's on a lighter note. So whatever you are building, make sure that you're not destroying our environment. Because when the effects comes like as it's coming now, you may not even know that it's because of what your entrepreneurship lifestyle that's leading to this. Next slide. All right. 2, we talked about embracing innovation and creativity. Research, you can't do without research. And you cannot also build anything alone. Please, if you are building, finance, are you building alone? How many are you in your team? Excellent. And thank you for that. That yourself made me remember something. I knew a team that the founder was a graphic designer. The co-founder was a graphic designer. What are you doing here? The founder was a graphic designer, and the co-founder was you need teammates or members that complement your own skill set. Even if he has money and he's a graphic designer, let him hire who you need with that money, So explore emerging technologies like Web3, AI, machine learning to see if they can be applied to the problem. Next slide. Embrace innovation, brainstorm unconventional approaches, and challenge existing paradigms. If there is already Conga, you can build another Conga, but what are you doing differently? Whether there is Conga or not, whatever you are building, what are you doing differently from existing solutions? Most people cannot answer that question. Some people say, my own is going to be affordable than what? Affordability is not a differentiation factor. If your own stuff is more affordable, you are bound to fail. Next slide. Build a strong foundation as you are developing. So prioritize user needs. There's something called MVP, minimum viable product. The whole project might need $10,000, $20,000, but all you need to prove whether you should build this or not could be a WhatsApp group, could be a Google form. So when people come to me and I see that they need to spend like 30 million, and I'll tell them, have you proven this idea, this concept? Do we need it? What are users saying? They don't understand. Okay, can you go and create a Google form? Start this business with a Google form and a Facebook page. When you have 10 customers, let's discuss again. They say, no, they want to build. They don't even have the money to start with. If you have the money, you agree, you sign, we build. We have never built before to the end. They will stop because it was bound to fail. Sometimes that's how some people pay their school fees to learn. So prioritize user needs. What the users say they needed, give to them what they said they needed, because they are the ones to use and pay you. You are not the one to be using it alone. Ensure your solution is user-friendly, accessible, and scalable. Next slide. Focus on security, data privacy, and ethical considerations. Data has been an issue, especially with the rise of AI and Web3. People talk about data a whole lot. People take advantage of data a whole lot. If you have access to the people's data here, you can make a whole lot of assumptions, and you are bound to be right, and you can even take advantage of them. Next slide. So, in fostering collaboration, you need to connect with experts. This is the platform to do that, INNOVATE'24. Developers, potential users in your field, build a strong community around your solution. Don't just stay alone. Gone are those days. Encourage feedback and also participate. Next. So, while you are fostering collaboration, there is something called open source. You may want to open source your projects or collaborate strategically with other beneficiaries. But because most times, why people open source their project because of the need to bring many people for free to collaborate on that project if you cannot fund it. But most of the successful open source projects are not really because they can't fund it, but because of impact that they want to create in the society. Next slide. So 5, design your solution with long-term viability in mind. Consider environmental factors and responsible resource use. Don't use your solution to encourage illegal activities in the environment because it will backfire. Next slide. So, as we wrap off, make sure you establish a clear plan for ongoing maintenance, updates, and future development. It doesn't end at building. Remember, build, learn, build, measure, then repeat. So, if you don't have that clear plan for ongoing maintenance, updates, and future developments, you will be stuck, and the new guys will overtake. Next. So, as we leave a legacy, take notes of this. Continuously measure your solutions, impact, and iterate based on user feedback. Users are very powerful. The Facebook we are using today, I'm very sure that Mark is not happy. The only thing that's making him happy is because money is coming, because he's respecting user feedback. If Mark was to build his Facebook, we will not be using it, and he will be happy, but money will not be coming in. So advocate for positive change by promoting ethical practices and responsible technology use. Let's do this as a community. Next. Also inspire others to build. Don't just build alone. While you are solving finance challenges, who is solving what will put finance in people's pockets so that they can patronize and make your own live longer? Inspire others to build upon your work and contribute to a better future. Don't want to be the only guy building. Next. So Web3 has the potential to revolutionize the internet, empowering individuals and fostering innovation in ways we can only begin to imagine. This is our chance to build a decentralized future that leaves a lasting positive impact on the world. And I want to say, next, building impactful tech solutions is a journey. If you have built, you have just started the journey, not a destination. So by following these steps and remaining passionate about your vision, you can leave a lasting legacy that shapes the world for better. Next. Thank you very much.
I don't care if I saw you in a
for me. Now, please clap, Mr. Hansen Johnson. Put your hands together for him, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe you can do better. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, before he came up, I told you he's one of the founding fathers of the modern technology in Akwa Ibom State. And with what he just finished doing, you can agree with me that he has done so much more. And so some months ago, when the immediate past governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency the Kanudom Gabriel Emmanuel, invited him over to Ibom Icon Hotels and Golf Resorts for an award to mark the state's 36th or 35th creation anniversary. I was not surprised that Mr. Hansen Johnson was found worthy of being awarded the most important award in Akwa Ibom State. So please put your hands together if you're happy for him.
ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Hansen takes his leave, he's going to answer the questions from his seat. So real soon we're going to be having question and answer session. So please, we'll be taking the first three people. So please get your questions ready. Now, before we continue, initially most of you came in late. Well, initially we had a slogan for this wonderful event. When I say INNOVATE'24, you say, hello tech, I am entrepreneurship. Can we do it together? INNOVATE'24.
Hello tech, I am entrepreneurship.
INNOVATE'24.
Hello tech, I am entrepreneurship.
Now you're going to add a little bit of swag to it. Do you understand me? You're going to add a little bit of swag. Don't just sit down like that. You're going to do like this. Some boys don't shake it. You must do. So we're going to add a little bit of swag, please. Somebody. When I say INNOVATE'24, you say, hello tech, I am entrepreneurship. But don't just be static. Move your body. Do like this. You understand? Put some swag on it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, hello tech. Oh, sorry. INNOVATE'24.
Hello tech, I am entrepreneurship.
The hello tech spirit don't come enter my body. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
All right, so for what Mr. Hansen Johnson just did, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. We're going to take just 3 questions, and I'd like to take the first 3 hands up. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. There'll be other questions that you will ask when other speakers come up. But for the want of time or the sake of it, we will just take these 3 questions. I believe Mr. Hansen Johnson is ready to answer the questions that will be asked by the first person. Who is? Your name and your question.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elijah Edemomo. So I have a question, sir. You said something that when people come to you, maybe they have an idea and then they want you to help them to build it. And you do ask them some questions, and sometimes you discover that those ideas are not going to drive. So my question goes this way. What if you have an idea and you know very well that this idea is going to work out? And maybe you have somebody, you have people, you try to engage them to help you build the idea together, and nobody's believing that this idea, there is a doubt that this your idea won't work out. What should you do?
I think the 3 questions should be asked before. So the second person, please. Second person, please.
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Diana Basi Jacob. And my question goes this way. You said in the, what do you call it again? In this thing, whatever. It says secure, you're going to cross-check.
I cannot hear you, please.
Sorry, please. You said that in the new development, this one that is decentralized, that whatever idea that people are bringing in, like different people are going to bring in their own ideas, write their own books, and it will be accepted. But then that is going to be screened with the secure ledger system. That is to find the accuracy, that it must be correct, it must be accurate. Now my question is, who is the one setting this secure ledger system? Is it not still part of centralization? Who knows if it's right? Who knows if it's wrong? Isn't it centralization? Please, that's my question. I don't know if you
I
understand.
think, in summary, sir, Mr. Hansen, our question is, who placed God in decentralization?
Hello.
The third person, please.
GM, everyone. My name is Des Usoro. And while Mr. Hansen was speaking, he said, wherever you're building, Web3 it. So my question goes thus. For a demographic whereby Web3 has been sanctioned, and you're building a system for users to benefit from it, how do you help to go about this? Because for Nigeria, in an instance, Web3 and cryptocurrency practices are illegal. So for these demographics where these are sanctioned, and you have an idea that you are building for the long time in accordance to Web3, how do you go about this challenge? Thank you.
You have a burning idea and desire to build on the Web3 ecosystem. But unfortunately, in some countries, the government has sanctioned the operations of Web3, like cryptocurrency. And we recently heard that Binance has been banned in Nigeria. So if you have something like Binance, how do you execute it? These are the three questions. Please, you can take them, sir.
Okay, so starting from the guy that has an idea and people are refusing to join your team. So let me share my practical experience. We had an incubation program. People came up with ideas. And we had 5 ideas. When it was time for people to join teams, you saw more than 80% of the people in that hall wanted to join a particular team. I don't know whether I've answered that question. So people know good ideas. So why are they joining? So if your idea is bad, it's not going to work and never work, and you are paying me to join your team to build, why should I say no? There are some people that can say no. There are some people that can also say yes. I know people that are saying that I am done with Web 2. Any project I'm taking going forward is Web 3 related. Except for those circumstances. But if someone is just refusing to join you, what is in it for them? Human beings want to know what is in it for them. So if it is commensurate enough for someone to join your team, they will definitely join, whether for a fee or for free. I've seen people that say, it's my idea. Like, I'm telling you what I have experienced. It's my idea. I want you people to build. And then you guys will partner. Ask, what is in it for me? Say it's this idea now. Well, we should partner. My own partnership is to build that idea. Okay, and I always ask this question. I have an idea. My idea is to build a transparent car. So you are a Toyota company now. I am working to Toyota. Toyota, it's my idea. Build me a Toyota car. Make it transparent. Will it work? It will not work. That's always how I answer such questions. So you have to make sure that there's something in it for that person that is coming to build. And because I'm a developer, you are not. You have an idea. You should also have something else. Either you're a business developer, you have to contribute to that. If you're not contributing, you have to pay, because only developers cannot build. There will be designers who will fund the cost of you need like 12 or 13 people in your team to build the simplest software. Who will pay? Nami will come to pay because I'm partnering. All right, so the second question is blockchain itself not centralized? So people are solving problems. We have not complained yet about whether it's centralized or not. We want an open marketplace where I can trade freely and there's no middleman and things work out and we trust ourselves. That's the current problem. We have not yet gotten to the point we want to know, oh yeah, we have done well. Who is the owner of this blockchain? Then for the guy that wants to know, you have to respect government. After God is government. I don't used to know. I'm not a joke with government. You have to respect government. If government says don't do it now. Then go back and lobby them. what is in it for you? If there's something in it for governments, they cannot do what they don't understand. Naira cannot be going, but we can see that people are trading more. How come that government is not making money? They will close that gap. Until they understand it, then they will open it. So while they are closing, are you part, if you are playing in the Web3 space, do you even know what is happening in the government space? Because I am sure that something is happening, pending when government understands what's in the happen. So you should be part of the conversation. I know the number of policies we have been part of shaping in the state and at the federal level. That is the only way to succeed. For now, they are banned it because even you say that you think you understand what's in the happen, you don't understand. When we understand, we'll come back to do the business. And by then, don't make sure that you are still relevant to push your cause. Thank you.
Thank you very much, very distinguished gentlemen. Let's please put your hands together for Mr. Hansen. And then before we leave, we also have a section for reflections. You have heard Mr. Hansen Johnson speak. You've also asked questions and he has answered them intelligently. What are you reflecting on? What is that thing you want to build? As a matter of fact, I make bold to say that INNOVATE'24 has more than 2,000 participants and attendees. What can this number do for you? What are you building and who are you looking for? Here we have social media experts, we have developers, we have designers, we have web experts. Who exactly are you looking for? There can be no better labor market than this place. There can be no better farm for partnership than here. So you can I will just give 3 people, just 3 people. Come here, tell us what exactly you want to do and who you are looking for. Right here, right now, there'll be people that will get your contact, and later on you can sit down together, brainstorm, and create something wonderful, something magnificent, something that will put Akwa Ibom on the world map. I look forward to seeing your creations. Just 3 people. 3 people. What have you reflected on? What are you going to do with that? 3 people only.
All right, while that is happening, please, the media team should put up the next presentation, or rather the next. You speak English. To come speak English, because they had me. And they tried it till they come up for my neck. Wait be that way they play before they introduce speakers. Citation. Okay, please. Cue in the next citation. And while that is going on, please also display the hashtags. A lot of people have been asking me that they would love to participate in the social media engagement competition. So all you need to do is go up on social media. Twitter will do you better. But if you have Facebook, we'll also accept that. If you have Instagram, we're fine with that. Go up there. Use the hashtag you're seeing. Make sure you're following For the Love of DeFi and G Akpan. Make sure you're following these 2 people. And make sure you use the correct hashtag, because that's how we're going to know. Now, the person with the most impression or engagement goes home with a gift. So please, while we're having the reflection session, that should be up on the screen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, MC Rich. Ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing to pay glowing tribute to Mr. Hansen Johnson for his unmatched contributions to the development of modern technology in Akwa Ibom State in particular and Nigeria at large. I would like to say, in the absence of any reflection, there is no hands up. I'd like to therefore crave the indulgence of my elder brother to please take it up from here. Thank you very much and God bless you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at our faces, bros, come, no run. If you look at our face, you go know who's senior. I know be your elder brother, sir. I beg, no spoil my chances. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call up the next speaker. Now, before I do this, I want to say some personal things. Before they say the programmed one, I want to say the one that comes from my heart. I have known this person for a while. I believe in my heart we're friends, even though we barely talk. We've had conversations. I don't think it's just one. But then, we used to see each other in very uncomfortable situations that year, right? And God has done it. We're meeting each other today in a very, very comfortable situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely proud of this person. This person has taken marketing to another level. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know that you could market the way this lady markets. This babe don't roll for grand. She don't ride Okada. She don't run. She don't enter under moto. One time I don't see her swim. Whatever it takes to sell what she's selling, she does it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is somebody I love so much. Somebody I love to be friends with. Somebody I'm proud to be friends with. Give it up for... He nice, Avi. He nice. Una feel am. Ladies and gentlemen, to come talk about shameless marketing, social media marketing today,
for building brand,
and its impact on businesses. Give it up for Queen Praise.
Put your hands together for Queen Praise.
Please a round of applause for her.
Uzoma.
Please
Queen
cue in the
Praise
video
is a
as she comes up.
multifaceted
Thank you.
Entrepreneur.
Please, I believe you can do better, please. Damn
Keep
those
clapping
beautiful
until
hands
she
for her.
gets here.
With
Keep
a
clapping
talent
until she
for
gets
building
here.
brands. She's trained over 15,000 content creators and hosted Nigeria's biggest online marketing challenge, attracting over 2,500 participants. Her brand, Nrindioma, began with food sales and has blossomed into eye-catching food trays, large catering services, content creation coaching, influencing, and even spice production, which she launched in February 2023. Queen Praise is a master of organic growth, boasting over 127,000 followers on Instagram and a strong presence on platforms like TikTok and Facebook. Her influence extends to owned brands like Malta Guinness and over 432 SMEs, solidifying her reputation as a content guru and voiceover pundit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to INNOVATE'24, Miss Queen Praise Uzoma.
I'm going to say praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Okay, so Mr. Innovate. Please put your hands together for Mr. Innovate. This is awesome. Trust me, when I came into this hall, I didn't believe that. Please don't start my timer. I've not started though. I didn't believe that this upside would be filled. I mean, I didn't even know we had a lot of young people like this. Okay, so before I start, I want to say two things. I have a problem with saying cabbage. You know cabbage that they used to use and do salad. I have a problem with pronouncing cabbage. So I pray that all through what I'm going to say, I'm not going to see cabbage, right? I don't think so, right? Then I have a problem with pronouncing L-I-T-E-R-A-L-L-Y. Who can pronounce it? So there are sometimes I want to talk, I want to say, so I'll try my best so that in case we meet in future during this slide presentation, you people will have mercy on me and you'll not laugh, okay? I'm so delighted to be here and I'm going to be talking on shameless marketing. Oh. Okay, I'm going to be talking on shameless marketing and the impact of social media marketing today. Okay, so my slides, I was really wishing we had a bigger slide. Yeah, so shameless marketing, social media marketing and its impact on businesses. Now, before I start, how many of you are on Instagram? Almost everybody, I'm sure, right? Okay, so please, I want to call a name. Just help me and check the person out and follow the person. Please, open your phone. N, right? So for shameless marketing, I have coached over 15,000 people, and I'm a teacher. So when I came here, I was like, I forgot to tell them I need a board because I like to illustrate. So when I came here, I was like, I'm telling people the story of shameless marketing. I have coached over 15,000 people, I mean in real time, like WhatsApp and all of that, in Telegram groups, everywhere. But there was something I realized was missing. Some people had good phones. Some people could speak the best English. Some people looked beautiful. Some people had it all. But there was just something holding them back. So I'll say, okay, you need to create content. You need to market your business. You need to market whatever you people are building in the tech space. You need to market it. But I realized that I'll talk and finish. Only me is marketing. Other people are either not doing what I expected them to do. And I realized that talking to over 15,000 people have brought me to the point where I've realized that the major problem people have is that there is shyness, there is shame, there is fear, there is anxiety. These things are what people don't talk about. Do you understand? And I realized that what should I call? I want to do a challenge that will shake. My point was I want to do a challenge that will shake Instagram, that would change the narrative. And that was how that, and it was in a dream where I was sleeping. I just heard shameless marketing. So most people think that when you say shameless marketing, you need to be shameless, like you look shameless, look like a mad person. Not really. Shameless marketing has to do with the mind. I realize that when I bring people together in the group, I need to tell them that they are enough, they are capable, that idea they have can change the world. They can become the best storytellers. I just knew that I needed to speak to people. And so when I came here today, and this was the topic, I just laughed. I said, that means I am going to have a lot of disciples today. Because when I'm done talking to you, I hope that when you leave here, when I'm climbing this stage, you would have learned a whole lot that you didn't know before you came here. So shameless marketing is actually, will I call it my dream, my child. It's something that I have watched from 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. The last one was 3.0. And the last one I had over 2,500 students. I'm not a greedy person, but 2,500 times 5,000 naira is much. Somebody said we must earn our first speaker said we must earn 2 million monthly. So let's see, in 2 weeks, how much is that? 12.5 million. Yes. So that is just the last one. So I'm not even talking about first, second, and this fourth one, we're about to exceed that number and we will exceed it. But apart from that, shameless marketing at its core is telling you that you have a voice and you must use that voice because you cannot be broke and shy. What did I say? It's not possible. Has money ever frustrated you before? Please, I'm not hearing. Has money ever frustrated you before? So that is my role. My role is to tell people that fine boy, no money. Fine boy. Fine girl, no money. Fine girl. So whatever it is you are building, whether in the tech industry, farming, agriculture, wherever, you must learn to market. Okay? So let's go. Next. Who is controlling the slides? Please pass. I'm done. Just move to the origin of social media. So basically, we all know how social media started. Please move. I want to be seeing the person that is controlling. Please move. Okay, yeah. So the evolution of social media has been fueled by humans' impulse to communicate. We always want to talk to people. Do you know the worst prison you ever put somebody is solitude? You know those prisons that you don't talk to anybody, they die faster there because we don't want to be on our own. We want to communicate, right? So when technology started to advance, and we realized that, okay, yes, human beings want to communicate. It was easier to, start something with technology that people keep communicating. But what now happened is, as social media grew, right, we now realized that apart from just communicating, apart from me calling my boyfriend, apart from me calling my girlfriend, apart from me chatting, doing to-go, Facebook and the rest, I can make money on what? Social media. Why? Because whoever has the eyes has the money. What did I say? That's what I tell my students. If you can bring people to your page, money will run after you. What can you do that brings people to your page? So slide, just be moving, move. Okay, so move. Good. So anything you can do that will bring people's eyes to your page, to your community, immediately people know that, even brands, immediately know that you have 20,000 people that watch your video. Before you know it, they start running after you. That is how you hear people make money from influencing and all of that. It's because they have seen that you have deep eyes. Because even in tech, you see, everything around this world is marketing. As I came up on this stage, as I opened this book, I'm doing marketing. My hair is marketing. My clothes is marketing. This whole branding, everything is marketing. And I'll explain to you. So even if you build your app, whatever, if you build your app and maybe when you were going to go and talk and pitch, you told them that you're going to have 10,000 users and you don't have 10,000 users, is your app not useless? It's useless. So all the whole projects, all the whole people, my Oga said you need 13 people in a team. People who ended up doing nothing because yes, you did something, but nobody's using what you're building. So that is why marketing is important. And I'm so grateful to the organizers of this event because they realize that even if you build and you cannot take it to people, you've not done marketing, you've not done your homework, and it doesn't go anywhere. So what is marketing? The activity, set of institutions and processes, okay, for creating, please, if you are writing, you can write it down, for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have values. So it's an activity. Marketing is a doing. Marketing is not static. Marketing is not even something you stop. Marketing is something you have to continue doing. You understand? It's an activity. Okay, so it's a verb, it's an action. You keep doing marketing. Okay, please, next. So marketing also includes research and what? Advertising. Next. Okay, so anytime I talk about marketing, it's best that I talk about the marketing mix. Okay, so we have 7. I'll start with product. Okay, so the truth is, if you want to make money, you must sell something. So people say either a product or service. All of them still join on that product. What do you want to sell? What do you have to sell? Money, I tell people, money does not, I've never seen money fall down from the sky. But if you have value, that's what my boss said. If you have value, money will chase you. So you cannot say, oh, I want to make this 2 million naira, that is our benchmark, and you don't have anything to offer. So you have to have, so for our marketing mix, we have products, so goods or services that a business offers, quality features and all of that. So you must understand your target audience as well to make sure that you are designing a product that aligns. Okay, so number 1 on our marketing mix is what? Product. Next, price. Okay, so the amount of money that the customer pays for a product. So you have to keep your price profitable and understand my marketing mix. The first one is product. I need to have a product. Have I made my product? The next one is what? The price. What is the pricing? Who am I selling these things to? What does my target audience look like? What do they like? How will I find them? How do they interpret information? There are a whole lot. We'll get to that. But next, place. So place is basically your distribution channels. Okay, so are you going to have a physical store? Are you having an online store? Or are you having both? Are you selling digital products? Are you, should we come to number 13 Accra Road? Where is the place? All these things have to be put in place when you are trying to understand your marketing mix. Next is promotion. So for anything you build, you must promote. So promotion, advertising, PR, all of this. You know that people always have a perception. And when I'm teaching content creation, I always try to talk about unconscious bias. When I walked in here, most of you have, she likes long nails. That means she always does long nails. Meanwhile, it's possible that maybe this is my first time of doing long nails. Do you understand? Sometimes your bias may not be true, but it is there. Now, the job of a marketer is to come and make sure that I market and change whatever bias you have. Do you understand? So I will now decide, how am I going to communicate all of this to you? Next. The next marketing mix is people. So who are the people? Both the people you are selling to, the people that you are employers, founders, funders, people you are pitching to, the people that the business interacts with. Okay, so next is the process. So for every time you want to build something, so what is the process involved in delivering this product? So you can see, for example, what is the steps involved? So maybe for building, to analyzing, to design, everything, that is what it means. Then the last one is physical evidence. So now I am talking about social media marketing. So we've understood that yes, there's something called marketing, is an activity and set of institution that we communicate, we deliver, and we exchange values, right? We've talked about our marketing mix, the 7 P's of marketing, products, people, place, promotion, physical evidence, and all of that. Now we are now going into social media marketing. Because the truth is, you must market. If you really want to make it, you must market. And now social media has given us a platform. I hope this time is not what is remaining of for me, or is it what is remaining? Let me laugh. Sorry for the laugh. Okay, so social media marketing is actually very important. Back in the days, right? For example, who knows First Bank's motto? Since 1870. Good. Now, do you know why they use that kind of motto? Because back in those days, everybody wants to show that you are the biggest, you've been here, that is it. But marketing marketing has gone from trying to show that you are the biggest, you are the best and all. Marketing now goes, who cares? So for marketing to work, you must be ready to serve. Do you understand? So social media marketing has come that even me, maybe I have built brands, that platforms and websites to promote a product or service. I hate when I see people that you're on social media and you're not promoting anything. So what are you doing there? So you must always have something to promote on social media. So people also call social media marketing either e-marketing or digital marketing. Next. So it enables companies to achieve a better understanding of customer needs in order to build effective relationship. Next. Okay, so now we have areas of marketing. Can you go next? I want to start from the other one. Go next. Go next. Go next. Go next. Go next. Okay, I want to start from viral marketing. Okay, so there are areas of marketing that anytime I'm talking about marketing, you need to know. Okay, sorry, let me start from relationship marketing. Go back. So let's start from relationship marketing. So, Anna, national advertisers. So relationship marketing refers to strategies and tactics for segmenting customers to build loyalty. Okay, so when it comes to marketing, you must understand that you must build loyalty within whoever you are marketing to. That is why, for example, have you ever gone to a mall and they gave you a loyalty card? How many people have gotten a loyalty card? Most times it's because maybe you bought something in there's a level you will reach that they say, oh, we need to keep this person that can come into this mall and buy something of 1 million naira, right? So they'll give you a card that when you come back, you get a discount. That is what we call relationship marketing. Are you using it in your business? Even if you sell crayfish, are you using it have you told people that, CEO, we are grateful that you came today. Tomorrow, if you come back and you buy this thing, we are going to give you 10% discounts. People always want a good buy. Do you understand? So areas of marketing is very important. You must try to apply all these forms. So relationship marketing. Next. So yeah, relationship marketing leverages database marketing, behavioral advertising, and analytics to target consumers precisely and create loyalty programs. Next. So we have what we call viral marketing. So a phenomenon that facilitates and encourages people to pass along an advertising message. Most times it looks as if I stand out is because I understand psychology. I didn't read psychology, but I understand psychology, times and seasons. Most of us are on WhatsApp. Can you remember that period that everybody was posting Jesus? Remember that big Nathaniel Bassi? Some people did not even know what it is, but we followed and posted Jesus. That is viral marketing. You immediately people just see that a lot of people are doing something and it is the right time they jump on it. You as a brand, Hilda Bassi was doing cookathon, you did not follow and post do anything. But you see that AFCON, I realized that a lot of people are interested. What did I do? Even though it was wrong, I stopped at some point, but I was streaming live. And that was like one of the highest live I've ever recorded. Do you understand? Because most of my followers, most of them are abroad and they don't have You understand? Light and all. They don't have these channels. So they were so happy. I had over 3,000 people watch my live video. Do you understand? So what are you jumping on? That is viral marketing. You must understand that at this point, something is a boost. I must jump on it. Next. No. Yeah, just one. Don't worry, pass. Next. Guerrilla marketing. Who is controlling the slides? Next. Okay, maybe I should use my MacBook. Baby, do we have a problem? Okay, so areas of before I even open it, what's happening? Okay, so before, okay. What's happening? Are you the one controlling it? Okay, so if you are with, I don't know if they've shared. Okay, let me just continue, yes. Okay. Guys, I've forgotten my password, oh Jesus. Okay, so if you are with your book, I want you to write something before we continue with areas of marketing. Why my system is coming on. The current marketing now is focused on 3 major things: generosity, empathy, and emotional labor. What did I say? Do we have Wi-Fi here? Okay. So areas of marketing, let's go back to that. So the first one, I've talked about relationship marketing. I've talked about, okay, yeah, it's up now. So we have what we call guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing. So this describes an unconventional and creative strategy intended to get maximum results from minimal resources. Should I tell you an